That's the name of love. I think we're rolling. Yeah, we are rolling.
Yo,
Okay.
hello.
Yeah, we're rolling.
You ever wake up washed?
You light my fire, light my fire.
It sounds like a banger, dude. I don't know why everyone associates it with being washed.
I think it's because it's an epidemic of washed athletes not wanting to hang it up. And it's kind of relevant. I don't remember what we were talking about. I remember saying the exact words that you have to know when to leave last week. And that's basically how I feel about this with the sports guys. There's a lot of sports players that they just keep stretching the career, and it's like, dude, you're you know, it sucks because I'm about to say like you're 33, you're 34, 35, and it's not old.
Hitting on the
But
dude. That's gonna be us,
exactly.
In
So
the
it's
future.
like not trying to be ageist, but in sports, you have a really limited window, you know, and even more
It's
so
true.
in fighting, because like in fighting, it's like, you know, we just saw Manny Pacquiao. They had a fight yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's like 47. He turns 47, I think, this year or something.
Dang, that's pretty old.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, for fighting at least, you know, in terms of life, I mean, you're still kind of pushing it there. But like, I think that in fighting, especially, you know, your brain's a freaking mush after like, you know, 20 years of doing it. So it's like, this guy is the last guy that needs to be doing it.
They're just functioning, dude. They're using their raw strength, their instincts and shit.
They got they
don't got to think about it. They got people to pay, you know. They can pay a manager, and then their manager's like, oh, you know what, this fight looks good for you.
Well, I think he's just gonna fund his like political campaigns
in the Philippines.
Yeah, you think Manny Pacquiao can be president?
It's possible. Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's true, dude. Governor, bro. Governator. That's a big deal.
Governor. What do you think? Ban male podcasts? Ban all male podcasts?
I think if you want a podcast, you should make a podcast, dude.
Damn, that's a good philosophy.
I found out Baywatch, or like, it'd take us 8.5 days if we started right now, like nonstop 24/7 watching.
Shit, dude.
Which really means it's gonna be like 2 weeks to watch the whole entire fucking thing if we committed 8 hours a day to it, because long story short, it's a lot of fucking watch time, and I don't know if I'm really.
You put the numbers in a calculator, and that's what it came out to?
Well, when I found out there was like 220 episodes and each of them's an hour long, not to mention like the pilot, not to mention like the pilot is like,
Baywatch is an hour long series?
Yeah, every episode is an hour. It's like The Sopranos.
Or like Oz.
Yeah, no, and then I saw the watch time and I was like, dude, there's no fucking shot. Like, that's insane.
200 hours? Fuck.
Yeah, and then a lot of it too is like, not to mention like the movie or like the
extended
the movies or whatever.
Universe.
You know how we talked about Flow Rider last episode?
Flow Rider, yeah.
And we talked about how he's
in Arizona.
Yeah, dude. Well,
having fun in Arizona, Friday nights only.
I just saw a video my brother sent me because he listens to the pod, and I think he was like, "Yo, you got to see this."
He saw it.
He saw something else. He saw Fat Joe was performing at SeaWorld.
Oh my god, with fucking Willie.
Why?
With
Willie? Yeah, dude, who's out there like, you know, you gotta free these fucking whales.
Free the whales.
These orcas. Yeah. Nah,
actually, how can you support that, dude? That's insane.
I think that's Steve-O protest where he was like, "Hey, dude, you gotta like stop being mean to the animals."
That shit for the hype, dude.
Why is Fat Joe? Who books Fat Joe for SeaWorld?
Himself, dude.
Who's like, yo, like
his agent?
Like, yeah, dude. What kind of shit is that? Like, yo, I got a gig for you.
Yeah, I got
a little bit of you like San Diego, you know, or Texas. There's a couple SeaWorlds across the country. You know, like, I just wonder, like how many people like him. He's not a one-hit wonder per se, but how many one-hit wonders have like residencies out there? Like, if you think about like the Baja Men, like, you know, like besides like the Baja Men, you know who Baja Men are, right?
Baja Man?
So like, yeah, like the Baja Men, they could probably get like a residency somewhere.
Are they like the Blue Guy Group?
They did the Who Let the Dogs Out song. You don't think they can get like a steady gig somewhere like once a week playing on a Friday? Like, yo, make sure to tune in. But I think my only reason for bringing it up is because like I wanted to segue into like, I just want to be retire. I want to be a hacky comic on a fucking stand-up cruise ship somewhere, you know, traveling the coast. Some would say that's rock bottom, but I see it the whole other way. I think that'd be kind of chill.
It's definitely not rock bottom, but
like, you know, like create. Like, I had a kid one time I used to work with, and he was like really high on himself, and he's like, "Yo, like, fuck it, I'm gonna say the story." This guy, he was all juiced about like how like he's like, "Yeah, like, you know, I fuck with
Burger Picard.
Like, he fucks with me. Like, I have his phone number in my phone." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, dude. Like, what do you do?"
He's like, "Plug."
"Oh, you know, like, I'm trying to be like a director, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me
What?
see like your reel or something like that, because in the film
Yeah,
industry, like, can I see your like your film reel or something like that?
Let me see something you put
He's like,
work
well, I'm
into.
like more like a creative director, like so you don't do anything. You just fucking like hang around famous people when you take
Yeah.
photos of them sometimes. And I check, I got his Instagram page. I checked his Instagram page. It's just a photographer. And I'm like, it's okay to just be
Homie
a
was feeling
photographer.
himself,
Yeah,
dude.
just say you're a photographer. Don't give me some weird ass fake title about.
Nah,
Oh, I'm
I
a
mean,
creative
maybe
director.
it wasn't fake, but it was definitely.
It's buffed up, dude. It's like I'm an
Yeah, buffed
underwater
up.
ceramic technician. It's like
It's
you're a
definitely
dishwasher.
over. Yeah.
You know, it's okay. You could just be a photographer. You could be a really fucking good
I
photographer,
can't
bro.
even. I can't even think of like a comeback for that. That's like insane. Underwater ceramic technician.
I think I got it from San Andreas, but
What?
yeah, because OG Lo
They
gets a
got
job
jokes
at
like
a
that?
burger spot, and he's like, I'm a underwater ceramic technician, homeboy. And then he's like,
Shit.
yeah. Anyway, but yeah, dude, like that was like. It bothered the hell out of me because I'm like, dude, like basically just asking who I knew, and he was trying to like ladder climb, and I'm like, this is so fucking weird, dude. Like,
You know, I heard from a great comedian. A great comedian. He said if someone's happy for you in comedy, it's because they've already done that shit.
it was obviously like for him, like having a job, like a part time job somewhere, was like rock bottom to him. He was literally telling me like, yeah,
Oh, dude.
like this is just like this is just like a
He thought he
temporary
was
thing. Like I
washed.
wouldn't like I'm not gonna be here like long or whatever. And I'm like, dude, like this
That's
is
a shitty mentality.
yeah, because I was like,
man.
dude, this is what I do for money right now. Like, what are you trying to imply? Like, this is so
Yeah.
bad. Like, it's like you're not even doing a good job. I had to tell him like 3 different times. Like, I wasn't trying to micromanage him, but he wasn't doing
Yo,
jack
do you need
shit.
help, bro?
And he was just standing around me like talking, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, like, you kind of gotta go do your job, like, you know,
Most people get the idea that their job is dead end, but
the mindset, dude.
it's all about what. Yeah, it's definitely all about what you think about. Because if you think that all the time, you're gonna hate going into work. You're gonna be miserable every fucking day. You know, instead of going in and trying to make the most of it.
Is it just fulfilling enough to do a good job at your job, or does it just have to be a job you give a fuck about?
Well,
Because like I mean, I don't know. Like I've worked jobs. Like I've worked in the kitchen before, and I don't see myself ever staying in the food service industry. But there was something about getting through a shift and being at the end of the day like, damn, dude, we fucking did that shit. You know, there's like a sense of accomplishment. You know,
it's a big thing for sure, especially when you make it to closing.
I don't know. Maybe it's the camaraderie, like all the other guys in the kitchen, like, yo, dude, we're getting fucked or whatever. But like,
yeah, that's definitely it.
It's there is a sense of like, I don't know. I whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna try to do my best at, and that's probably where like the sense of fulfillment comes from, right? Because
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
I might not be in love with the job, and I might not be the fucking thing I like write on my tombstone or anything.
Yeah,
but like,
or even on your next resume.
Yeah, literally, literally that job's not on my resume.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things where like, you know, it feels good, and that's enough sometimes, you know. So that I was started really tripping on that. Like,
that's a great mentality.
It reminds me of this Kobe story about how Shaq. You know, Shaq was like eating himself out of his contract. Basically, he just couldn't help himself from.
Oh, is that why he does a bunch of ads?
Well, nah. I think he wasn't the most disciplined in the world, but he was super talented, so he was able to get away with it.
Okay.
And Kobe basically had told a press reporter, like, I seen guys at 7-Eleven with more pride in what they do for work than Shaq. And it's like, yo, dude, chill on the 7-Eleven guys, man. They're trying hard. You know what the fuck? But I think what he was getting at was like a job that most people consider menial or like beneath them. Some people out there, you know,
some people, that's their dream to be fucking
not their dream, but
Shaq
like,
is.
They just have a good attitude. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But it's like both sides of that story, you know. Some people are working the worst jobs, but they got a good attitude about it. It goes a long way.
R. Kelly's,
dude, that was a really.
Have you
good
listened
revelation.
to Chocolate Factory?
I was listening to it a bit today.
Yeah, actually.
I'm kind of ashamed to say.
You were actually, dude.
Really.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Like, don't just do it because I told you like as a bit yesterday, and it wasn't a bit. I was dead ass about it.
Yeah.
Dude, that album's fucking good, dude. The first like 8 tracks, dude, like nothing's a skip. Like everything's perfect, dude.
Like he has a good voice, right? His bars and his flow.
I'm gonna put on my dancing shoes.
Oh, like I found it in the cupboard, and I'm gonna. He tells like a whole ass story within like a couple, you know, stanzas.
Well, that sounded like you were talking about Trapped in the Closet.
Yeah. Well,
because
that's what it sounded like when I was listening to him. And that was my only reference from before.
So, but you listened to Trapped in the Closet?
A little bit.
How far did you make it? I remember being
I
on
honestly
YouTube.
didn't listen to it enough to pay attention because he goes too fast. My brain is slow.
Man, I got to like chapter 19 or something.
Is that when he finds the midget?
The midget's been around. It's like AIDS at this point. Is the story of it all. Man, it's a crazy ass. Honestly, I gotta do a rewatch. We should do a deep dive on the. I want to say, I want to apologize in advance to everybody for when I sell out. Man, they're not gonna realize it. We're gonna be talking and be like, I almost got hacked the other day, but thankfully, thanks to. We're gonna cut that because no free ads.
Ban mail podcasts.
But you know what? Like, I don't even know. Sometimes I don't know what to categorize this because when I look at like comedy podcasts on Instagram, sometimes they pop up on my feed or whatever, right? And just seeing two comedians like sitting there, like talking to each other, and they're both trying to be the funniest guy in the room. It kind of pisses me off a little bit.
Fun.
It just kind of doesn't. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I could never imagine myself being like, today on like Tom Segura's show, I have Eric Picard and I show up, and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys?
You might as well just put on like a clown outfit and start doing like the horn and shit.
Dude, like, I don't really feel like that's like the vibe here. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
You might as well start making wacky noises and shit like you're on a cartoon.
Yeah, but like, so on top of that, like, there's this thing I read or heard out there. It was like, hey, just keep making stuff, just keep doing stuff, just keep talking, keep recording. Maybe eventually you're gonna have your own ideas. Maybe eventually you'll come up with your own original thing. And it's like, that's ironic because for one, that's not even my quote, So that's pretty funny.
But you did at least
but it kind of
you bring attention
me
to
on,
things that aren't completely
like, they're just old. Own. They're out of this news cycle, No one talks about Madden 06 anymore.
Well, things change,
Yeah, but like, I think it's just funny that like that quote out there, because it kind of like blackballed me on like content creation, because I was like, yeah, dude, I mean, in a way, like, is anything we're doing even original? Like, what I hate more than anything is when you get a fucking 3-hour long video and then let's say you entertain it enough to watch the thing, and they get to the end of the video and they go, at the end of the day, the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Well,
at the end of the day, I guess no one's really right. I clicked to try to find an answer.
Well, at that point, just leave a dislike, dude. Like, what the fuck? I don't want that shit on my timeline.
Okay, so I did it. I down duded it. No more updates for this guy. What does that do? Fake imaginary fucking internet points? I still got robbed 3 hours of my time.
No, it helps your algorithm realize that.
I do. I click the little three dots, and I go not interested.
Still giving you that shit.
And then I'll go do not recommend channel, like everyone does for our videos. And then I
if you haven't done the click the.
It helps me a lot.
Yeah.
Make sure to click do not recommend channel if you guys want to support the channel.
Yeah.
Because I'll never ask you guys to L and S. I'm not even gonna say the words because I hate when YouTubers drop that.
Yeah, it's the L word and the S word.
Like, hey guys, make sure if you guys get to this far in the video, make sure you guys subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. It's like, dude, they let them do what they want.
Yeah, we gotta do the F word.
Thanks for hanging out.
The F word about the L word and the S word, so that we could get.
Yeah, I won't say those. Those are like slurs to me, but I'll drop the retard all the time. Huh?
Yeah. I've definitely noticed it with Left 4 Dead videos too. Like, when I started watching them, I was looking for information about the game, like how to get better, and stuff about the mechanics that would help me get an advantage when I play. And then after that, it started giving me like lore videos, which is like, all right, cool. Like, I like some good lore. I like listening to it when I go to sleep. And then out of nowhere, I start getting like 4-hour theories, and then whole like people just regurgitating the information about the maps and shit, which once you know the map and you don't need to watch these videos anymore. But some of these guys just have like
when you get too into those videos, you realize all the videos are just
they're kind of the same.
Yeah, they're just copying each other, because that's how it was for me in the Hotline Miami route.
Sometimes there aren't people who are doing anything to stand out,
because I'm big on Hotline Miami, right? And it's the same thing, dude. I watch, you watch a Hotline Miami ending explained video, and then you watch someone else's take on it, and now you ran out of the 3 good videos, so you start watching other people's videos, which are just rehashing of those videos.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, well,
it gets watered down.
But and it's
at
not,
some point. It's like the meme, dude. The meme where
there's only enough source material to pull from, though.
Yeah, especially for
like
a
Hotline
smaller
Miami,
game,
like that.
Hotline Miami, Left 4 Dead 2 as well.
You can't keep pulling new videos out on.
Yeah.
For me, all it is I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to extract anything out of my audience. I don't want your money. I don't want anything from you guys. I just want you guys to watch the videos and enjoy yourself. You know, I'm not trying to like. It's just me trying to give
You're
you
talking to the audience, dude.
some entertainment. I'm not trying to.
You feel like Tupac, or you feel like Kendrick when he was talking to Tupac into Pimp a Butterfly?
Dude, yeah, literally.
That shit was
me
real,
now.
dude. That
I'm
was
sitting there
so
like,
crazy.
That's so corny.
You thought it was corny?
Is it not corny?
Cool.
Is it not kind of corny to insert yourself into an interview with a dead person? It's like if someone took
that's
my
kind of like ahead of his time.
What would you do if someone took your audio and then like 10 years from now he's like, yeah, you know, like I understand what you were saying when you was doing that. Like when you told that CVS story, like it really moved me. Like what the fuck? Like that's not corny a little bit? Like
I'd be like, yeah, that guy was really scratching his ass.
Yeah. It's just not like, I don't know. To me, I don't see anything.
Well, would you do that with your own audio? Like, bro,
that's like
talk to yourself.
It's some insane glaze, dude.
It is kind of glazed, but
why did he? You reminded me about. I'm kind of mad right now. Why did he do that?
It was pretty powerful. That was a good part, dude. I fuck with that, bro. I just like the expression that he put into it.
Loving you is complicated.
That shit was fire too, dude.
That's the same song.
Yeah. That's my favorite song on the album, I think.
They took it off Instagram. I can't put it on my stories anymore.
Yeah, we used to. Dude, we need to insert that.
I love that. Yeah, do that.
Or we get copyrighted.
Nah, I mean, if we don't use it too much, we can't. We gotta like, yeah, we have to.
You gotta fucking.
You gotta edge it.
Chop and screw it.
You gotta edge it, man. You guys like timestamps? You think that's working?
Timestamps.
That's for you guys to answer. You guys like timestamps? I like doing them. Low key been in a rut for sure, and up there and upstairs in the head.
Damn.
Been feeling kind of weird, you know, and it's been affecting my my enjoyment of things. You know, it's honestly taken one of the things I love the most. It took away my love of Madden 06. I was playing the other day and I was like, this is stupid. For like, and it bothered me that I said that because I was like, long story short, I want to say that I might be taking a break from Madden 06 for a while and start playing a new game.
What are you gonna play now?
Madden 10.
Oh god, you're just like rage baiting me right now.
I'm sorry, dude. Shout out Golly, you know, he retired finally.
R.I.P. Or I mean, fucking
same difference, right?
Retire in peace.
Yeah, he got to retire in peace. Golly, you know, you did a good job holding down the corner store boss man. Go enjoy your go attend your register out on the beach somewhere. Hopefully he doesn't take the register with him. I'm joking.
You think he went back to Greece? Wasn't he
Hopefully,
Greek?
yeah. I think he was. I'm pretty sure he was Greek. Golly, good guy.
Yeah.
Is that your reward for working your whole life? You get to retire and go die somewhere? That's like the end game for everybody. Like we just go to work and then.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like.
It's a good question. There's
like,
a lot of. There's. You know, like the world is.
The reward is not. The reward is not retiring. I think the reward is being able to experience everything along the way.
Of course, yeah.
I think getting the family and if you're into that, you know, getting your own family and all that. Because some people are so weird about it. I think that's the only thing there is to it, really. Like you got
having a job is so that you
having
can
a job
have
so you can
for
provide
your
family, and then you. That's everything, though. That's like the whole point of it all.
Isn't it so you could buy shit on Amazon?
Whether your family is you yourself. Yeah, dude, that's who's writing Rooster Fighter on Amazon.
Yeah,
that's what you work for. So you can go home and you go, I ain't get Ryan 4 yet.
Yeah, right.
And then you go, wow, 2 days. 2 days shipping is sucks.
I spend my money on.
That'd be next day.
Food.
That's the point of it all. Amazon.
Festival tickets.
You can Bezos your money. That's the point.
Yeah, and then
you're taking out credit under Bezos' name and then
you save up for shit too. You know, like if you have something you want to work towards, you save your money. It doesn't matter what job you fucking work, you know, if you got a goal in mind.
The point of it all is to get your credit score as high as possible.
That's a good one, yeah. There's a lot of things to work for.
The thing you have to do in life is get your credit score really high and have a really nice car.
But is it true what they say?
And work really, or make a lot of money and switch up on your day ones, dude. That's what it all comes down. You gotta switch up on your day ones. You gotta switch up on your day ones. Otherwise, it's not a fulfilling life, dude.
Then what's the point?
Yeah, dude, just wait, dude. There's gonna be videos made about what happened to Burger Picard. And
my life is like a video game?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. A creative outlet provides a spiritual release and helps facilitate a healthy mental balance.
Is the person who said this quote a person?
Yeah, it's a real person.
But I hate doing
A
guesses.
creative outlet provides a spiritual release and helps facilitate
Oh,
a
Sun
healthy
Tzu.
mental balance. Patrick Star.
Patrick Star.
Yeah, it's the episode where he hits his head and becomes smart. And then SpongeBob's like, "What happened to my friend?" You know.
Damn.
And then it's when he's talking to Squidward about the clarinet or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, I can coach you at this." And then Squidward's like, "Yo, like, thank you." And then like he didn't even last like an hour with him. He's like, "Dude, just find someone else because you suck." And I thought that was funny. Like, like as soon as Patrick gets half a brain, he realizes that Squidward's ass at the clarinet. Like,
apparently we only use 10% of our brain.
what'd you think of the JB music video? Hold on.
Hold on.
I gotta set the scene. I got home, and I was like, I'm gonna watch some TV. I'm gonna throw some of that Roku free TV on the big screen. I gotta chill out. I'm in bed or whatever, and I'm like, I was listening to the Yacht Rock channel, and had that Steely Dan going. It was playing.
Oh really? They
had
that
played,
is Yacht Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, it's Yacht Rock. That's like quintessential Yacht Rock.
Definitely. But I kind of just know them as Steely Dan. But what you were saying?
You don't understand. I listen to Steely Dan different than you do.
Different, bro.
I listen to that's such an asshole thing. You hear yourself when you say that, dude?
Like stroking my shit, and I'm like, yo, this is like Steely Dan.
God damn, what song was it? It was a good song too.
Was it Babylon Sisters?
No, it wasn't Babylon Sisters. That's the first song in that one album, though, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Gaucho.
No. It's
Gaucho.
That's the one. That's
Gaucho
the
ass food.
But it was Dirty Work. It was Dirty Work. It was Dirty Work.
Oh,
I don't want to do your dirty work anymore, or whatever the fuck he says.
You felt like Tony Soprano?
Yeah. So and I was listening to that Yacht Rock station, and they had that Dirty Work by Steely Dan going, and I said, this is cool, but what else is going on the free TV? Yeah. So I started going through it, and Vivo's playing Best of Justin Bieber. And I go, dude, Biebs, we talked about Biebs. This might be some good stuff in here.
He's like, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how the song goes, but
I popped that JB on, and the first song on there is Company by JB. And I was like I was just watching the music video, and it's basically like, I feel like somebody was paid to like shoot a music video for him, but they just never had the time to do it because it was just a bunch of B-roll from like his like tour. And I'm like, okay, so someone said, we'll just use your B-roll
a little bit
and then turn it into a music video. And then every now and then we'll get like a shot of you like lip syncing a couple words from it. So it looks like it's structured. But the whole time, he had these crazy ass fits on. And I'm like, this is 2014. This has to be like 2014, 2015. Just based on what he was wearing. Because he had the leggings with the like shorts over it.
Shit, that could have been last year, bro. You know motherfuckers be out of style.
He had the leggings with the shorts on.
And
he had like that swag going with the elongated t-shirts. You remember that? Remember the elongated t-shirts, and he had like a leather over it. JB had that like 2014-15 drip on.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, this is tough, because and I ain't gonna lie, dude, the song was really good. I don't know if it was just because I'm like I'm trolling and I'm having a laugh or what. But I was listening to that, and I was like, yo, JB was spitting, bro. We weren't listening, though. And fanned out, bro. I was fully fanned the fuck out. I was like, yo, JB's the man, dude. And then the next song comes on, and he's, like, riding a motorcycle, and then there's these cops chasing him, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on, dude? This is a JB music video? And then he, like, gets dead. He hits, like, a dead end because, like, they corner him or whatever. And then a cop just shoots him.
That was a crazy intro.
He's grabbing his stomach. And then, like, he drives off or whatever.
Around and dips.
Yeah, he turns around and dips. And at no point did they just mag dump on him, which I thought was the least realistic part. Because, like, if you already shot him once, what's it
stop you from fucking
just mag dumping, dude?
Pinning him to the ground with lead.
Yeah, so then he zooms off, and then, boom, Justin Bieber. Hold on. So JB, he drives away or whatever, and he's, like, bleeding out. And I'm like, yo, I wonder how long he's going to last. And then, like, the song starts playing, and I thought the song was mid compared to the last song, Company. Company slapped way harder than Hold On. I got my tier list going right now. But,
JB tier list?
Yeah, the JB tier list. I think Company's up there. It's up there with, like, What Do You Mean?
What do you mean?
And then, like, Baby's got to be up into S tier just because of the fucking cultural factor.
It was, bopping.
So, yeah, that's the tier list right now, guys. We're going to keep it moving as we go. But, So JB gets home and he's like, hey, like I've been out all day or whatever, and he's got his Asian wife because he's a white dude, and that's just
Yeah.
perfect for that's just classic right there. That's a
Yep.
classic fucking cliche. So
It's a classic combo. He gets home to his loving wife.
he gets home to his loving wife, and then you find out as you start watching the music video, oh, she's in and out the hospital. Wonder what it can be. Oh, what's this? It's
yeah, because
totally
he's like crashing out at the front desk and shit.
yeah,
He's like,
dude.
yo, like
she's like,
what the fuck?
and she's like the woman, the receptionist on her phone, like ignoring JB, and JB's like,
yeah,
yo,
he's like slamming the papers in front of her.
yeah, and then he like falls to his knees in like the middle of the hospital. And
He
he's
does,
he's
yeah.
like crying and shit. So then he like he tries to do the yard sale, sell some stuff, and he gets lowballed on like all his craftsman tools that he doesn't use because he's
on
JB.
on all of his vet mints.
So he's trying to sell all that stuff, make some money up. So you're like, damn, he's going through it, and then eventually, he's in the garage and he's got this like water gun, and he like spray paints it all black.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, he's about to do crime.
He's got a plan.
And then the music cuts out, dude, and it's just JB on his motorcycle. And in one of his patches on his motorcycle, it says "Stay weird" or something lame. And I was like, yeah,
I do not even remember that.
I know, but I caught it, and I was like mad about it. And I was like, this guy. So
that's fucking
cornball shit, man. He drives to the
dude. That is robbery drip. You need to wear like some corny ass shit if you're gonna rob a bank.
he basically did the equivalent of like robbing someone in a Forever 21 jean jacket.
Yo.
And he's like, I'm gonna go hit this jug. And then he's like, I'm gonna go jug out the bank, And then he like pulls up.
Up and hit a leg.
You probably could have gotten away with like a couple of liquor stores, but he really just went for the jugular.
A couple of liquor stores. He went for the bank, huh?
Yeah, he could have done the GTA method. You pull into the liquor and you rob the guy, and he like hands over the note to this old bitch or this old lady, and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm just getting frustrated because I've been trying to tell a story for like 20 minutes at this point or something crazy. And I haven't been able to get through it. So that old lady caught a stray, but he hands her this note. She's like, what? That poor old lady, dude. I'm sorry, but
she's horrified.
She's like horrified.
She's like, Justin Bieber trying to rob my bank.
He's like hand over the money. So she starts handing over the money, and they cut to a little shot of her pressing the red button. That emergency button. So now JB's like walking out the door, and he's like, yeah, hit the lick. And as soon as he gets on the bike, cops pull up and everything, and JB's like, I gotta dip. And then it's like fucking Pulp Fiction. It's better than Pulp Fiction. You go back to the beginning of the movie. It's just like Pulp Fiction, bro. And he drives, and he's driving, and he drives to the hospital. And you go, oh, is he gonna get treated for his wound? Now he jumps into the bed that his leukemia-ridden Asian wife.
Hey, how do you know it's leukemia?
Okay, let me start that over, asshole. So she jumps in the bed, and
they fuck.
And he's like grabbing onto her or whatever, and then fucking the police are like just staring at him. Yeah. They're like, oh, well, I guess we can't arrest him now because his wife's dying. Or I don't know. It just ends. The music video just ends, and it's like, so he's like the world's worst thief. He didn't get any of the fucking money. He didn't. Where did the money go? Where's the fucking money, shithead? And then the next music video started, and I was like, is this a continuation of the last one?
Yo.
And then I was like,
is there a second part?
No, there's no part 2. It took me a sec to realize, like, oh, that's the end. Like, that's it. JB just jumps into the arms of his dying wife after robbing a place that he probably didn't need to rob because he's not going to get any of the money. All he's doing is his wife is dying.
And he's going to jail.
He's going to jail. There's no money to be had because you're not going to spend those marked bills.
And now they have to pay his like court fees.
Now they got to pay his court fees. His wife's already fucking in debt. His dad's probably going to himself. Or his dad, is probably going to fucking be severely depressed.
Yeah.
And broke by the end of it all. He's going to have to sell the whole fucking house that shitty house he kept. And why did he, man? Give me a sec. I'm going to come up with a really good question, dude.
Would you rather?
All right, dude. Fuck, marry, kill, dude. The last 3 presidents we've had in this country.
Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump.
I mean, you could do that, but I'm really was saying like, Obama.
Obama, Trump, and Biden. Fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, dude. Who you giving it up to, dude? Or who are you taking over? Who are you doming? I probably marry Joe because he's probably not gonna get busy at all. You know, he doesn't. He's just happy to be alive at this point,
Okay.
and that's why you don't really have to do anything with him. And then it's like, who do you want to have a one-time fuck thing with, so that you know?
I was gonna say Obama.
I was gonna say Obama because like I feel like Trump will hang that shit over your head forever, dude. You know, he'll always circle back around and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, remember that one time in Cabo or whatever."
In Cabo.
Where Obama would be like cool about it, and like if you guys went out, if you're like
He'd be
we're out
like,
with your,
"Shh."
if you were out with Joe, you know, because you're married to Joe, because that's the rule, right? We
He
have to
wouldn't
pick
say
someone to
anything.
marry. So if we marry Joe and then we see Obama at an outing, Obama's not
Mhm.
gonna be like, "Oh, dude, I fucked your husband" or whatever. He's gonna be like, "Oh, Joe,
He'd be like, "How's dinner,
Burger,
Joe?"
you guys are great. Good to see you two. You two are looking great. It's so nice to catch up. All right, I'll see you around." He won't stay too long, you know? And
Okay.
he won't even give off the idea that maybe I might have fucked him once.
Yeah.
But if you see Trump at that same correspondence dinner or whatever, he'd be like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in forever. How you been?" He's going to get real handsy. And then once he leaves, Joe's going to look at me and
Evil
be like,
Trump.
yeah, Joe's going to look at me and be like, "What the
What
fuck was that, dude?"
Yo.
And then it's like, dude, don't start.
I was gonna say.
Don't start, Joe. Well, we can't say that on the pod, dude.
Yeah, these are our presidents.
Yeah, dude. Because that was...
If your friend Jack was on a horse, then would you help Jack off the horse?
Or that was that one, or the roof, right? With your uncle. If your Uncle Jack was on the roof, would you help your Uncle Jack off? You know,
10 episodes.
but yeah, 10 episodes in, I think that we obviously, you know, for one, we got actual mics. You guys need to... Here's a little piece of lore. The first episode, I had tried miking us up with like this whole XLR setup and everything, this really good audio setup, and everything was just giving me a headache of a problem. And I was trying to do a one-man show, and I could do it, but it
Dude,
was...
we were trying to do a camera
Yeah, we were trying to have a camera.
originally.
We were trying to do everything.
Lighting.
And then at some point, I was just so frustrated with this whole process that I was like, dude, just pop out your iPhone mic and we'll
Yeah.
just talk into the iPhone mic. And
We did say fuck it big time.
because we just sat down, because we had like set everything up, and then we sat down and we're like, this is like a nightmare right now. Like,
Yeah.
my SSD was
Well,
giving
that
me
gave
shit for
that
my
gave
Black
birth
Magic.
to the editing,
Yeah, literally.
you know, because
If the
it weren't
video
for that,
worked, we don't have our editing style.
you would have been seeing our stupid faces.
You would have been seeing us sitting there like
shut it out.
all stupid out, and like
Yeah.
maybe be on the lookout for a I Heart You Know Me Park shirt. Maybe I'll print like 2 and I'll keep one and I'll give one away.
The Holy Grails.
Yeah, we'll just give one away or something like
The
that.
Holy Grails of Burger Picard.
Yeah, dude, we'll sign it or something if you want. Not sure why, but I don't know, dude. What I'm saying is we want to have this. We want to keep going with this. Thanks for making it with us. 10 episodes. Thanks for listening. It's nice to...
This really is a 10 episode special, dude.
It is 10 episodes. It is a 10 episode special, bro. It's important, you know? We'll figure it out. But
maybe
for sure, we're going to...
Maybe for our 20 episode special, we
Yeah,
could hop on Twitter.
25, 20. But for
25 now doesn't seem like that long of a way.
25 is further than 20.
Yeah, but still.
That's how numbers work. You didn't think that was funny at all?
Nah. That wasn't funny. You're insulting my intelligence?
So yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Let's go.
Burger Picard forever,
Episode
dude.
10, Burger
Yeah.
Picard for life.
For life, dude.
Get that shit tatted.
I'm about to, bro. This is gonna be the dog. I can't spell
We'll
it
give
out.
we'll give you money if you get Burger Picard tatted.
He will give you money.
I will
if
give you money.
I will just...
Someone's got to cash
dap
it
you
in.
up, dude.
I'm not saying how much.
I'll dap you. Yeah, well, you know what? I might give you a couple bucks then if that's the bar. But yeah, dude. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We never really do a real sign off, so this is weird.
Yeah, first sign up.
We never really do sign offs.